Wendy's trying out the new rig tonight. And the sound should be improved because I've now got a microphone on there as well. So it's a right old setup she's got now. So welcome to Midfield Live. And Wendy's trying out the new rig that we've got. So if it's all over the place, it's because she hasn't got a steady hand. As you can see, we've been cooking today. Christmas is coming. Sausage rolls, cooking show today. We're not doing sausage rolls today, but I have been making sausage rolls today. Or rather, Wendy's been making a few sausage rolls. I had a day off. All right. Get the perfect grandmother. So, I've got a few things to talk about. But what I'm going to do is, I'm making a soup tonight, which is my Christmas soup, okay? So I'm going to get the soup on the go first, and then I'm going to come back and chat about a few things, and then I'm going to crack on with the soup again, and then chat about a few more things. So we've got to get in and out of here tonight. So I'm going to get some heat, and my daughter, I ran Emu's house tonight, and she's got electric, and I fucking hate electric. So I'm going to whack that heat on there. And all I've got in here, I've got some rapeseed oil, okay? Which is this stuff here. Rapeseed. Seeds from... I'm not even going to go there. Right. I've got some onions and some celery. Alright, onions and celery. I've got some spuds and some, what are these things called? Leeks? I've got some leeks. I've got some chilies, which are optional. You can put those in if you want or not. I've got some broccoli. And I've got some Stilton cheese. And I've got about, I don't know, whatever that is. P for plenty's worth of stock. Okay? And there we go. And all we're simply going to do is we're going to fry a few things off, tip in and turn a few other bits and pieces, bang in the rest, liquidise it down, bish bash bosh, all done. Super job. Right, so that's it in essence. As soon as this fat gets hot, I'll start pissing around with the stuff. Channel 6, they're on the way home. And I think some of them might even be in the sky now. I'm not sure if anybody's landed yet. I've not seen any photographs of anybody actually touching down in this country yet. But they're on the way. So all the visas were signed. Everything's done. They've got their release papers, all the bits and pieces. I know Lisa's extremely excited. So, yeah, can't wait to see them this side. And I think there's a few things going on. I still haven't had a message from the geezer who wanted to give me the money for the magooking. Alright, so... please get in touch with me or I shall be going to the next bidder down. Okay, so stand by, stand by. Right, here we go. Onions. All going in there now.
Onions and celery.
Onions and celery. What a combination is that, by the way, onions and celery. Celery, funnily enough, is one of those things, you don't really think about it when you see it on the shelves, but you can put it in so much stuff and it really is nice. Salads, all salad. Celery, every type celery. Great ingredients. Very understated. You like that one, don't you, Jamie? You can. There you go. But it is celery.
Luke's on there.
Luke's on there, is he?
Who bid for the magookin?
Okay, Luke, send me your personal details, mate. I think the magookin's turned up at my house, so I can get that off to you as soon as I've got some proof of payment to their charity, or you send me the money and I'll make sure the money gets there.
Channel 6. I think 3 lands at 11:30 tomorrow morning. One's home in Scotland, one's away with his girlie, and one's in the sky.
Good, there you go. So they're all there or thereabouts, but the main thing here is they're all safe and they're all under the control of their own steam and their loved ones. So I know they've said they want to be left alone a fair amount when they get back, which is an absolute fair one, because after 4 years of being crammed up in an Indian nick, I wouldn't have thought you want to go straight onto GMTV, would you?
No.
Oh, come on now, there's got to be a book deal in there somewhere, isn't there? There's got to be a book deal in there somewhere for you. Okay. Possibly a film deal, who knows? Get the film off the ground, you're laughing. There you go. And of course, I'd be going after that company now, the one that let you down. I'd be after them now. I would not be having that. And I hope you do, and I hope you take them to the cleaners. I hope you find out the people that let you down, and I hope you take them to the cleaners. Because that is no more than they deserve.
Rob Jones said Channel 6 mentioned in Parliament today, a bit late.
Yeah, isn't it funny? You know, all these people jumping on the bandwagon, job well done. Do you know what I mean? The people who've helped them know who they are, okay? And the people who've really mattered know who they are. And everybody knows who everybody else is. So there we go. Right, so that's that, giving a good old thrashing round. Now I'm going to stick the old spuds and that in there. I'm only going to give these a couple of minutes And then I'm going to put the stock in and start simmering this all down. And then we can have, I've got a quick chunter for you today actually. I've got a quick moan up. Bit of a, might need a bit more oil in there, wouldn't it?
No.
There we go. That's going lovely anyway. Might be a bit hot though, I reckon. This is why I don't like.
John Hilton said, please can you put on an apron, a hairnet and a beard net?
Yeah, mate, yeah, it's because I am. Absolutely, likely all three of them. No,
that's not bad, is it?
That's alright. So basically, I had to buy Emu a blender today because she didn't have one.
No, she did, the kids broke it.
Well, she did have one, she had a very nice one, but the kids broke it. Product of them 6 kids. So, right.
That's pretty good, that is.
That's alright, anyway, it's not a blender show, Andy. It's a show about a bit of cooking, we've got some other business to do. Okay, don't forget, softrep.com, Sofrep TV, Sofrep Radio. It's all there on sofrep.com on Facebook. Like I say, all the articles on there are well worth a read. All written by ex-operators. So if you want the latest in opinions and stories from people who've been there, seen there and done it, okay, get on there and have a butcher's, because there is some proper good articles going up. And I'm going to talk about one in a sec, in a bit more detail than what I normally do. Because it actually affects a friend of mine, Brandon. And Brandon, if you don't know, Brandon started Sofrep. He owns Sofrep and Hurricane Media, and he's an all-round good egg. He's my partner for the boxing when we come over and do the Remembrance Rumble. So he's the American art for the boxing. And right, here we go. Going to add that stock. This is going in now. You'll see that lot all going there, and then that's at this stage. You could put some chilli in, but because the grandkids are going to be eating some of this probably tomorrow, I'm not going to soak it in chilli, even though a couple of them can eat hotter chilli than I can, because they're bonkers.
Get a plate and cover it, it'll boil quicker, won't it? Is that... No.
Not going to fit, is it? She ain't got lid fish.
Yeah, I think there's one covered.
Let me have a quick...
That covered.
I don't think that's
That's not the right one.
But it'll do. There you go. The emu did. Okay, so as you know, Sofrep.com, they cover all sorts of stories, and there's one here, and I've seen this story developing over a period of the year, to be honest, and it pisses me off a little bit, to be quite fair. It's about a guy called Chris Osman. Okay, he's an ex-Navy SEAL Team 3 guy. And he started making some noises earlier on in the year about my good friend Brandon. Now, when I looked into it, it looked nothing more to me than some green-eyed monster type stuff, where basically he's got a couple of companies going, but the way he seems to do his business is he slags everybody else off and nicks their clients, or discredits other people and takes clients away from them. Now, I'm not a fan of that, so that's not the way I do business. It's certainly never been the way Brandon does business. And when he started slagging Brandon off earlier this year, it was sort of like, I didn't get involved. I saw it all happening. I sent Brandon a letter of support saying I'd help him if he wanted any help. But Brandon's played quite a cool game. Brandon sort of like just let it roll. He actually offered the guy a platform. He said, come and meet me and we'll discuss it man over. You know what I mean? Face to face, over a cup of tea, and you can air your opinions, and I can put my opinions to you. Now, he declined this offer. So Chris Osman declined that offer. Now, that's never a good thing from the start, I don't think, if you're that intent on ruining someone's reputation. Now, he said, so I'm not going to go right into detail of what he said about Brandon, but basically he's called him out, and it was done in a bit of a snide way to me, and it pissed me off a little bit, like I say. But like I say, Brandon's played a cool game. Anyway, he let it roll, and it sort of like, it didn't die a complete death. And obviously this guy had his own supporters, and he's put his name to a number of companies, and he was still trading, etc, etc, etc. Anyway, he's now been charged with I'm not a fan of the American system, but a felony assault and a battery of a teenager. So he's beaten some kid up. I think the kid was about 18 years old. He's got in a tussle with him. I don't know the exact details, so I'm not going to get into the details. But it appears that there's been an undercurrent of stupidity going on with this geezer all the way along. So he's basically, I've seen things here written about him. Now I've looked into it a little bit. I've seen things about road rage, and he's had a few rows with a couple of women, etc., etc., etc. Pretty unsavoury stuff going on under there, and certainly not the sort of stuff that, you know, if you were gobbing off like he has been gobbing off, he shouldn't have been gobbing off. Do you know what I mean? He should have kept his head under a stone for a little bit. Do you know what I mean? And certainly not started to discredit other people, because now he's going to be in court, I think, on the 6th. I think it's even tomorrow, or could have been today. So he's going to be in court this month. He's been charged. So, you know, we'll see what the outcome of it is. But like I say, a man that was trying to discredit and bring down Brandon has now ended up in the dock himself. And I don't like to see it happen to veterans, but a lot of this stuff, it would appear to me, on an initial inspection, he's brought on himself. And it's a bit of a fucker, but there you go. So, like I say, with good friend Brandon, I just wanted, you know, I'm just glad he didn't manage to damage or tarnish Brandon too much. Do you know what I mean? You're always going to get a few supporters of these people, etc., etc., etc. All the keyboard warriors jump on it all the way, don't they? Do you know what I mean? You get something slightly wrong, and all the keyboard warriors are down your neck, etc., etc., etc. That don't matter to me. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, there you go. So the whole story and how it unfolds, and all the links and all the stuff that you can see on it, that's on sofrep.com, and it's worth a look, because to me, I just wonder where the breakdown, you know, where this geezer sort of like got off on actually, you know, going to the point where he's gone up against, they're in the same fucking unit, for Christ's sakes, you know what I mean? And he's actually gone up against, you know, one of his own, and started calling him out. And I just think the whole story, it's a little bit sad, to be honest, that somebody, you know, Osman, that has gone to the stage where he's tried to bring somebody down who he served alongside, he's tried to discredit him, etc., 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 and ultimately he's been having a little bit of a cheeky sly one all the way along himself, do you know what I mean? So, there you go. So, if you're watching, Chris, my advice to you would be, get your fucking head down, son, get yourself out of the way, sort yourself out, then come back and apologise to Brandon, etc., 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 and rebuild your name and your career. Because everybody's entitled to a slip-up, everybody has them, do you know what I mean? It's the way you deal with them, and it's the way it come out the other side that matters, okay? And at the moment, mate, you're sort of like, you've hit that bottom peak, haven't you? Do you know what I mean? So sort yourself out, get yourself back on track, come out, make sure you know what your mistakes were, and don't make the same mistakes again. In the meantime, onwards and up on everybody else. Like I said, I don't like to see anybody. Because, you know, if somebody has been in the forces, as far as I'm concerned, at some stage in their career, they were a fucking extremely good fucking bloke, all right? And it's a shame to think that somebody would go downhill, okay? So I don't believe that anybody can't be turned back, you know, to a point, unless they go completely off the fucking rails, and then they're fucked. But there you go. I don't think... Yeah, go on, sorry.
People seem to missed what you're cooking tonight. Oh,
right, okay, so tonight I am cooking a soup. It will be my starter on Christmas Day, and it's a broccoli and Stilton soup, and it's got a few other bits and pieces in it. So, to bolster it up a bit, we've got leeks, potatoes, what they're called?
Celery.
What?
Celery.
Celery, that's the one. The understated celery. So we got some celery in there, some onions, okay, all chopped up, all fried off, and then we've got some stock in there, some vegetable stock. We're boiling that away now, so that should take about 15-20 minutes.
You can use chicken stock if you haven't got that.
You could use chicken stock, yeah. And then I'm gonna basically spoon it out into the blender with some cheese in it. I'm gonna whisk it all up, and that will be my Stilton and broccoli soup. Nice soup, a nice hearty soup with the cheese just gives it that extra ding. Do you know what I mean? And like I say, you could put chilli in it because the grandchildren are going to be in there tomorrow. I didn't want to put too much chilli in it because it'll burn their little mouths, and it's not fair. And Wendy's been making sausage rolls all day, and I feel really Christmassy today. It's the first day this year. I didn't really feel Christmassy at the beginning of the week, but now I'm starting to feel it. We had a bit of a rushed week at the beginning of the week, but last night we went to the German fair, as you saw. I ended up quite pissed. Wendy got really upset with me. I got told off.
Yeah, somebody said, yeah, how was your hair?
Yeah, so I got told off.
I don't care if he goes and drinks, it's the snoring I can't deal with.
Anyway, I'm not pissed tonight, so there you go.
Good.
So, yeah, where's my drink? Let's get some questions going. And then, like I say, as soon as that boils, we'll blend it up a bit and we'll see what the result is.
Yeah, you can read the questions.
Right, I'll read some questions out then. Here we go. Where is it then? Here we go.
I want it plugged in.
Respects to Brandon, says Scott James. Yeah, Brandon's been a good friend to me over the last couple of years. We've done some good stuff together. You know, he's brought the team over twice. And yeah, absolute respect. And the green-eyed monster thing just gets on my nerves. You know, you can raise supporters and other people without just trying to badmouth other people. That's not the way to do business. Make your business big, make your business strong, make your business good. but don't stamp on other people on your way up, okay? So just someone said to me the other week, don't cut the branches off on the way up the tree, because when you fucking fall back down, you'll have nothing to fucking break your fall. Do you know what I'm saying? So you don't stamp on other people. It's not right. Jealous maybe, said Jason Field. Yeah, you're right, Lee Henderson. He sounds a right prick, says Lee Henderson. It all goes full circle eventually, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean? When you do stuff like that, it'll all catch up with you. Like I say, but if he wants to make amends for himself now, all he's got to do is come out of the woodwork. You know what I mean? Make a few apologies, set himself on the right track, take the advice of others, and carry on with it.
David Swift, Squaddies plus booze equals nightmare.
Yeah. Keith Walter, I'm a US veteran. Respect to you, sir. I think your videos are great. You say it like it is, like a true veteran. Good luck, mate. Thanks very much, buddy. Good to see you on the show. Big shout out, hello, Phil and Mrs. Wendy from upstate New York. Well, he loves it. Mark Dipp was going over to New York, actually, and he just after Christmas. So he's going over. I think he's going to go and see John, because John Schneider, he lives in New York. He loves it there. I like New York. I've been to New York a couple of times. Done a job there a couple of years ago. Bizarre. Staten Island. Was it Staten Island? I can't remember. Yeah, brilliant place. The Osmonds made some great tunes in their day, so Sean Connolly, I don't know where that came from, but yes, they did. The Osmonds were... Oh, yeah, Osmonds, yeah. That's right. Sean, didn't they make light bulbs as well, says Neil Weiner. That sounds amazing. Could do with that recipe like Phil, says... Yeah, the recipe, like I say, it really is simple, and with Phil, you never get weights and measures, so it really is pea for plenty. If you like lots of onions, put lots of onions in. If you like lots of cheese, put lots of cheese in, okay? But all these recipes I do, they're all literally just boom, 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 bang them in the pan. Merry Christmas, Phil and Wendy, says Ali Kennedy. Thank you very much. Merry Christmas to you. How does the cheese make it go, Phil?
Well, you must have said something. You must have gone cheese, put the cheese in, and then...
I don't know.
Said something after.
I crumble it in and then blend it all up, and it sort of like makes it go a bit creamy, doesn't it? I suppose it's not.
I think he was laughing because you said something after.
Oh, just a cheat. Oh, I don't fucking know. Slow, not slow. Phil, did you meet Father Christmas last night? I didn't actually meet him because I couldn't get up the side of the tower to shake his hand, and I was trying to hold the children back. But no, we did. The video now. We did see him last night, and Wendy will probably post the video. I think you did post the video. Yeah. So look at Wendy's Facebook. She's posted the video of Santa Claus last night. He was in Southampton, and he was seen in the high street flying around. So yeah, good on Santa.
And most of the kids were excited about the old ones and said he's not real.
But he is real, and it'll backfire on them because they won't get sold all for Christmas. Let's check what's going on. There you go.
Make it short. Save that potato soup then.
No, not yet. That needs another 5-10 minutes yet. Easily. Yeah, still al dente. It's no good. You want the vegetables soft. Let's have a butchers. Hello. Whatever happened to singing and standing the national anthem before a movie? Don't do anymore, do they? Used to play it at the end of the TV, didn't they, as well, the end of the night before they turned it off. Now they just run all the way through, don't they? We are collecting presents for the DIY SOS Veterans Children. We have 400 so far. Can you ask anyone who wants to send them to get in touch with me, please? That's Sean Connolly. So Sean Connolly, if you want to post a link on here, please feel free. If you want to send me a DM, I'll post a link on my sites. Let's see if we can get some presents for these, who are they? DIY SOS Veterans Children, okay? So every child deserves a decent Christmas, all right? So let's see if we can help that one out. And a good work there, Sean. Well done. Alan Steele, hey Phil. Mark Jeffords, very true. Squaddies and booze equals nightmare. Yeah. I've got some real, all my maths is like that. Alcohol plus Phil equals wanker. That sort of stuff, yeah. So, there you go. Drunken wanker. Having a port for you, Phil. Thanks very much, Scott. Evening, Phil. Good evening, Michael. Durban, Wales. James McFarlane. He's starving now. We're going to New York on Tuesday. John Mucklow. I love New York. Great place. Breakfast time in New York's the best time. All that you can get. Just the streets just smell of coffee and bacon. It's ridiculous. It really is. Phil, I know you're cooking a stir fry, but 50,000 troops, Philip Hammond, is that dangerous? And does it worry you? It doesn't worry me. God save the Queen, says Andy Edgar. What do you think of the story regarding the war dogs? Have they been saved? They have been saved.
It's their fault.
They have been saved. And the other thing that I do know is that I've done a little bit of research, and I'm going to find plenty of places where future dogs in a similar sort of predicament will be able to fucking hopefully go. Because there are quite a few sanctuaries, and we spoke to one good lady last night. Still a bit on. Yeah. And we spoke to one good lady last night, and she was up for helping and all that sort of stuff. So we'll probably do a programme on it. And like I say, when Danny gets back, I didn't manage to speak to Danny today, but when Danny gets, I'll speak to Danny, and I'll see what can be done. See, the Telegraph papers are reporting on female selection. If you saw the tweet, mate, this story about the SAS selection being watered down for women to pass selection is an absolute crock of shit. Okay, they're not watering it down for anybody. If they decide to let women on selection, that's fine, that's great. I hope they do. I really hope they do, and I hope a woman passes it one day. But there's no way on earth that any standard on any course on any job should be lowered to fit anybody's gender or whatever. It just ain't on. And I can't see it. I can't see them doing it. And the pure simple reason being, you know, guys have died doing that course. Okay, it is an extremely tough course, and you can't just sort of like lower the standards on it just to get people through. It ain't on. They wouldn't lower it for the guys that have failed. Okay, so why would they lower it for anybody else? It's not. You're either up to that bar, or you're not. And if you're capable of doing the course, and I really, really hope that there is females out there that are capable of doing the course, and I hope they get the opportunity to take the course. But until they do, obviously it's a non-entity anyway, but if they do, there's no way on earth that any bar should be budged fucking anywhere, because the simple fact is the battlefield does not get any easier nowadays. In fact, you could argue it gets more difficult in certain respects. And those respects are, you know, nighttime is daytime now in many places. Drones are being used. You know, you're constantly under surveillance from both sides. Everybody's carrying cameras both ways nowadays. It's an extremely difficult place to work. And so by lowering standards of special forces, you're effectively bringing yourself out of the game. No. Force standards should be going up, if anything. So, no, that story makes me fucking shit curdle. It must be Tuesday with nothing else on. Jordan's tits are the same size as they were last week. There ain't nothing else to report on. Let's make a load of bullshit up about SF. No, bollocks shit. It's fucking crap. It's rubbish. That is not true. It's not going to happen. Alright? And, you know, whether fucking Azzy wants to run around fucking Hyde Park a million fucking times. If a woman is capable of passing selection and she's allowed to attempt it, fucking fair play, and I hope she does, and I hope someone passes it one day from the female fraternity. But until then, it ain't going to happen. But like I say, anyway, I could rant about, I could proper go into all of that because it does do my nut a little bit, to be honest. Father Christmas is at the Real University of Oxford as part of his fibula. Nice. That's Wayne Stockwell. Pete Gator is watching. Good evening, Pete. How are you, buddy? Lovely guy, but what is your next public demo? Not what are you cooking and doing for Christmas? How about a charity fundraising for homeless vets? Yeah, we start to say I'll try and support and promote as many charities as I can through this, and like I say, we will go and visit as many as we can as well. But a bit of Christmas time, isn't it, does it? Here's the emu, look. Emu's back.
I've got shade in it tonight, it's really good to see.
Okay, Phil, when you were out on ops, what meals did you have? But standard ration packs, mate. There's no black art to, you know, special forces eat what everybody else eats, to be honest. You know what I mean? That's the nature of the beast. So it's not like, you know, they're not just gonna give you special food. You know, you get fresh rations if you're out for a long time. You get local rations if you're in local countries and you're out for a long time. Other than that, you're carrying the normal rations that everybody else carries, boiled in the bag. Or American MRE when you can get your hands on. There we go. Yeah, they're getting a bit softer now. That's a bit better. There we go. There we go. So we're into the final stage of this. I'll throw it into the blender with a bit of cheese in it, and then we'll tip it out. That's not all going in there, is it?
No, spill over.
Have we got children crying? What's the matter
No,
with them?
my leg's broken and they're doing like a dog. Sorry about that.
There's grandchildren coming, isn't it? Evening, son. That was a
Yeah, but Shay's autistic and he don't know.
He's alright,
Bless
isn't
him.
he? He's alright, he's happy enough.
Get some juice in there as well, though.
Alright, there's some juice in there. There we go. Yeah, so with the charity thing, please, you know, send me as many links as you can to charities. I'll try and showcase as much stuff as I can on here. And like I say, if people want to invite me down and have a look, or I'll attend fundraising things if I can. Blitz that right up. Right, I need another. I'll tip that into there.
Yeah.
Until I'm done. There you go. I can never get these things off the thing either. But we're there. So there we go. We've got to get this cheese in at some stage. There you go. That's back on there.
You want to tip that in there?
Yeah, I could do. Let's tip it in there. So, a bit of soup for Christmas. There we go. Lid back on.
No.
I always hold it anyway. Told you, it always pisses out of these things, doesn't it? Right, that's pretty much done.
Put some cheese in.
And then we can tip the cheese in a minute. And it'll just melt in there, because I'm not having it straight away anyway, so.
Put it in the pan then.
Alright.
Use my help, didn't they?
Alright, and then we just break this cheese up in there, give it a stir, that's just going to melt in nicely. And that's more or less us done with this. What are you doing? Emu's in the house. Put Emu in her pyjamas on there.
Thanks.
Emu.
Sorry. I actually sat there and watched it.
Anyway, so there's the cheese. There's the rest of the soup. And we're off.
Go
Okay.
on, Ramsey. That is you, isn't it?
Come here.
Say,
Come here.
Come
Come here. Emu's on telly. Emu's on telly. There we go. On telly. Here's an emu. On you go. There you go. Right, so that's pretty much it. Okay, a few more questions. That's your soup in a water. And there we go. Right, good. From a fellow American vets, thanks for your service, David Fox, and for you. Sarah Adams, good evening, Phil and Wendy, good evening. Let me jump down to the bottom here. I fancy doing an Everest Base Camp trek. If anyone fancies it, says John Mucklow. Get a couple of charities on board, would also be great. Yeah, that'd be a top one. Let us know how you go. Did you get weighed on Monday? No, I didn't. No, we had to come down here, so we've had a couple of things going on. So we ended up in Southampton this week. I'm going to do a proper weighing in. I was going to do it in Southampton because I trained in Southampton yesterday, but I couldn't do it today. So I'll probably weigh myself on Monday back in the Peacock, I would have thought.
It's a busy run up to Christmas, isn't it? Got to visit all the kids.
Sounded like my car trying to start, says Vernie Watson. Yeah, it does. I fancy doing an Everest Base Camp. We've done that one. Laugh out loud. Remember the lid this time. Remember what I didn't put the lid on. And I threw the scoff all over the cookhouse. Unbelievable. You not beat homemade thick soup? No, you can't. Good evening, both. Right, okay. It's coming up to past. What have we got for the rest of this week? I'm back up to London tomorrow. In fact, I might even be in Wales, depending on what the time is tomorrow. I've got to pick my son up. He's just finished his platoon commander's battle course at Brecon, and he's done quite well. He's got an instructor's pass. So well done, Perry. Well done, all the lads on that course who've successfully passed and are now one pippers, little subalterns, and off to their units. Crow bags. Okay, so he's off. What else have we got this week? That's about it. There's loads going on. I'll see you all tomorrow. I'll either be on the road, I'll be in a bedsit somewhere, or I'll be I could still be in London, so I don't know. So I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching tonight. I'm going to enjoy some of this soup. Emu's going to take the piss out of me, and I'm going to give her a bit of fucking Phil's love. All right, okay? And, yeah, that's about it, I think. So till tomorrow, stay tuned. Who Dares Wins, and I'll see you all later on.